Hello lovelies, and welcome to today's tutorial. I'm so glad you stopped by and clicked on this video. Just really excited to be bringing you a little bit of relief, a bit of entertainment, a little bit of a distraction during these difficult times. So I do hope you enjoy today's video. So I'm not sure what I'm going to be calling it yet, but today is all about eyebrows. So basically I'm going to be showing you how I used to do my eyebrows and then how I do them now. So talking a little bit about where natural products can take you. The benefits there, not just of the non-toxic side of the benefits, but just the performance benefits have been really a kind of pleasant surprise. And I'll show you what I used to have to do to achieve an eyebrow versus what I need to do now. So I hope you stay along and enjoy this video. And I hope I end up with the same eyebrows. It's a little bit different today. I'm bringing you in nice and close. I'm actually going to do a few different eyebrow looks and hopefully won't be washing off my makeup in the process. But basically we're going to start with a few little things that I used to have to do. Okay, so the few little things that I need to introduce you to is the products that I used to use or do use now as well. So this is the new version of the pencil that I've used. So Nutrimetics has always been my go-to for pencils. This one comes with a spoolie and it's called the Precision Brow Pencil, and the reason for that is look at this tip. Look how tiny it is there. And what it actually allows you to do is draw in individual lines. The previous pencil was more similar to their eyeliner, and it was with a tip like this, so nice and thick. This one will actually allow you to draw in not only the shape of your eye, but also every individual hair that you want to place. The next product I have is this Fiber Brow Enhancer. This was actually purchased at the place where I get my eyebrows done. Now this has mica, silica, talc, dimethicone, magnesium, etc, so a bunch of numbers, which is always good news. So it's a pretty kind of fake, toxic kind of little product. But I'll show you, just for the sake of showing you what these products kind of perform, how they perform and what they're all about. And this is in a light brown. And to mention, the pencil was also in a light medium. Another thing I picked up at some stage is this product here called More Brows. Now it doesn't actually have any ingredients on the packaging here, but all it does say is made in Taiwan, and it's just your regular schmegular light brown brow mascara with this little wand. Another one of my really all-time favorite products in terms of what it achieved is this kit here. Now it doesn't look like this anymore, it's now just black and white. Open it up, you'll actually see the cool thing about it. So it's very well loved, as you can see. You've got the dark brown, a light brown, a wax, if you wanted to tame them, and a highlighter. Okay, so you expect the ingredients to be pretty much the same as any kind of eyeshadow. It also comes with stencils and this little spoolie, with the other side being a little eyebrow brush. Nowadays, I've moved on to a new world, a new chapter. So my, I guess, goal for 2020 was to start to do a ditch and switch of all my makeup and get rid of talc and get rid of the absolutely not necessary things that we're putting on our body and skin. Especially a lot of the cosmetics that I use do affect the kids, like for example shampoos and body washes and things like that. They come into contact with all of that stuff too. Soaps, obviously not as important with color cosmetics for them, but still, you kind of, I feel like it's just a very gradual journey, but it's definitely one that I'm very much on. And so with that in mind, I've moved over to the Savvy Minerals beautiful product here. It's called the Multitasker, and I've spoken about it before. I might see if I can link the video below. The most wonderful thing about this little puppy, aside from the fact that it works wonders, is it's got 2 ingredients, mica and bark extract. That's it. You'll see the difference. I think the whole point of this video is just to show that there are so many different ways to get the results, but some have their lot of results and consequences and whatever, and others have their own. So let's jump in and start a brow. So I'm going to start with the product that's oldest, and that is my brow kit. I've been on this brow kit for years. This is probably my second or third one that I've got. What I did love about it is the fact that it's got all the products you could possibly need in one little container. So it's really great for traveling. So I'm going to start with the light color on the little spoolie that they've provided. And I'm going to use it to really fill in the shape of this brow here, just following the way that the hairs grow. Okay, so that's step one. Now take the little spoolie and brush it out so that it's a bit more natural. Then I go into the dark color. Okay, and then really define the shape. So that is the brow that you get with the brow kit. And then what you can do is just take a little flat brush and go in with the highlighter and dab, 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 and then just swipe across. If you had a lot of eyebrow hairs, you could definitely use the wax on your spoolie and brush them out first to begin with. So that's my Nutrimetics brow. Now, normally I wouldn't stop there. Normally I would go back in with my pencil and really just define it off. So I'm just going to show you how that would look. So really get in there and create a really nice shape there. And then you can draw in some extra hairs. So it really just does that extra little step that the powder just can't do because it's not really thick enough or defined enough or pigmented enough to do so. So this is the Nutrimetics eye with a pencil. Okay. Now to show you the loose powders, so you get this little, what looks like a lip gloss applicator, and there's lots and lots of powder on it. And the way I was shown to do it with by the ladies is you just use the thin end to fill in the brow, to draw it all in. Okay, and then if you're game, you can use the thick end to really add pigment and color, but I don't know if my face can take such a dense brow, but I'll show you what it does. So that's what you get with this one. And then what I would need to do then is take a brush something like this with these kind of bristles on the end and really work it in. Okay. You could also use a spoolie if you had one to brush it out, whatever works. But that is the kind of brow you get with the powder. Now, because you get this really sort of diffuse, very, very pigmented, but quite diffuse look here, I feel like you just don't get that individual hair's kind of appreciation like you do when you're using just a regular powder and a pencil, because the pencil kind of fills in those fine details. You can most definitely go in and fill it in with a pencil, just like you can similarly complete a more of a squared kind of shaped brow with a pencil on this one. I don't actually like that the powder makes you do that. So I'll just show you what a mascara will add to the equation. So it's just a light brown again, and all it does is it kind of brushes your hairs into place, but it also creates a sort of thickness around them, just like mascara would on your lashes. So see how it just gives you a bit more of that kind of liney hair look. I can show you on this eyebrow as well what mascara could add. It's subtle, but it just kind of completes the look if you wanted more brow. So I've just cleaned off this left eyebrow. That's why it looks horrendous. Let's give it a brush. As you beauties will know from previous videos, my eyebrows are terrible and patchy and very, very scarce and thin and all that sort of stuff. So for me to get an eyebrow like this, it should really take as much work as that eyebrow did, and what, 4 products now to get it this way. But I'll just show you what this little miracle jar actually does. And it sounds like I'm just promoting the multitasker. I'm not. I'm just really, really excited about how good it is. And I'm totally not against using 25 different products to get a brow, as long as it gets you the results and you're happy with the ingredients and all that sort of stuff. By all means, go for it. This is my favorite most eyebrow brush. This is from eBay about 100 years ago. It's all bent and stuff, but it just has a nice soft bristle on it, and it's quite dense. So what I actually do is I collect what's on the lid, okay, just really, really lightly. And I go in and do the exact same thing I did with the eyebrow kit. I just draw in, using a brush, my little eyebrows. So with the pointy bit facing downwards. I'm not pressing hard this time. That's the only difference, that I'm using very light strokes. Okay, so first job done, first step done. I had to dip in a few more times just on the lid, as you can see. It's collecting that product. So I'm going to do that one more time. Make sure the brush is flat, and the way I flatten the brush is just by pressing it like that so that the bristles kind of gather together. And then I'm going to do the shape of the brow. Just like that. And then next I'm going to take my little brush here and then just brush up that dense line down there. You need it to define the brow, but you don't want to keep it so very, very obvious. So I'm just going to brush it into the brow. And that is the look that I get with my multitasker. You don't have to keep it this way. You can do whatever shape that you think suits you. Just borrow the spoolie off my pencil here. You know, you can neaten it up any way you see fit. You can brush it out, whatever you need to do to get it really, really nice. But I use less product, I get more color. It is a darker color, which normally I wouldn't risk on my face because I feel like it's just going to be a hot, dense mess otherwise. What I really love about it is it doesn't stick to the hairs, it doesn't stick to the skin. It just, well, it does both really. It really just fills it in. You don't lose a thing from the actual hairs. The hairs are still very much, I don't know if I can show you this, but they're very much still there. They're not stuck down in any way. And they are a little bit coated, but coated the way like a foundation would coat your skin. So it very much blended in, and it doesn't budge. That's the other thing that I love about this. It doesn't budge. And the only explanation I can come up with to why it or how it achieves to do that is that it is a natural product. So I'm assuming the properties that I've just put on my skin must be quite similar to my skin. And that's why it just works. What I like to do just to sort of finish off the look, as I did with the other brow, is just take a little bit of a light color. This is the Royal Winter palette. I'm going to take this beautiful color here. Where are we? This one. No misting spray or anything like that necessary, and just a thin line, and then drag it out just like that, and it just really completes the brow. So what I might do now is go back into my multitasker lid. See, it's still got stuff on it. You use so very little, and I'm just going to finish off the right brow, which has mascara and powder and pencil and all the things on it, but it just needs a little bit more just to be just as nice as this one. So let's finish it off. So there we are, two equal brows. This one's got way more product on it, but I've tried my best to make them the same. This one's definitely a bit more flat and definitely not as sort of natural looking. This one's got a lot more definition and a lot more kind of natural appearance of a brow. It's darker and filled, of course, but you can still see the hairs. You can still see, you know, what a natural brow is, whereas this one kind of looks a bit more drawn on. I don't know, it's just my opinion, but I just feel like this one's just so heavy and so kind of Instagram brow, if you know what I'm talking about. It's just really, really colored in. This one's just a little bit of an enhanced brow. And that's all it is. So I hope you enjoyed this brow tutorial, and you know, I hope you find a product that really makes your life a little bit more easygoing and easy to achieve the looks that you want to achieve. I definitely have found my little pot of gold. Eyebrows, for those who know me, are a bit of a sore spot because I'm forever fretting about the fact that I don't really have any, and this product has made getting some a little bit easier and a little bit more natural. Thank you so much for coming along on this wonderful journey with me. Jump over to Instagram or Facebook to have a look at more posts and more looks and more bits and pieces from everyday life. If you haven't subscribed, please do so today. Just have a click on the Alya's icon or otherwise the subscribe button, and it will take you to the right place to do so. Very easy. I'm so happy you came along. I hope you really did enjoy the video, and give us a like and a comment, and just say hi. This is a time where the whole world can benefit to stick together, and this has been a real big lesson for us all, that we're probably a lot further apart even though we're so much more connected. So feel free to just come and say hi down the bottom, and maybe just let me know something about yourself. Wherever you are around the world, I hope you're having an amazing day. I hope you're staying safe, and that I'll see you on the next one. Bye.